Once upon a time, in the chaos of city life, there lived a young man named Arjun. He was intelligent, ambitious, but always restless. From crowded trains to endless job interviews, his days were filled with stress. He often argued with strangers, got irritated easily, and even small inconveniences triggered frustration. No job seemed right, no conversation felt meaningful. He was constantly searching for peace, for purpose, for some silence inside the noise. One evening, after yet another failed interview, Arjun reached his breaking point. He packed a small bag and went to the mountains. After hours of travel, he arrived at a quiet village nestled in the hills. Cold wind, slow life, and an unusual stillness hung in the air. As he wandered through the village, he came across a monastery near a stream. A wise old monk sat outside, barefoot and smiling, feeding birds with calm hands. Curious and tired, Arjun approached and said, "Baba, I feel so lost inside. Always anxious, always angry. What should I do?" The monk looked at him gently and replied, "Stay here for a few days. Ask no questions. Just observe yourself and everything around you." Though confused, Arjun agreed. The first few days were tough. No phone, no one to argue with, just trees, birds, and silence. His mind kept running in circles, begging for distraction. But slowly, something changed. He began to notice the sound of the wind through the leaves, the rhythm of his own breath, the way the monk rarely spoke, yet always seemed at peace. Days passed. One morning, sitting quietly by the stream, Arjun felt something he hadn't felt in years: stillness. His mind wasn't racing. He didn't want to speak. He didn't need to. He just watched the water flow and felt peace. That evening, the monk finally asked, "What do you feel now, Arjun?" He smiled and said, "Calm. For the first time, I feel peace inside." The monk nodded. Words are important, but sometimes silence says much more. You were restless because you always wanted to speak, to argue, to explain. But when we stay silent, we finally hear our own truth. After a few more peaceful days, Arjun returned to the city, lighter, calmer, wiser, and within a week something unexpected happened. He got a job offer. Not the most glamorous, but it was stable, respectful, and fitting. His interviewers noted his clarity, focus, and peaceful energy. They said he stood out, not because of what he said, but how he listened. Arjun smiled quietly. He had found what he was looking for: peace within and purpose outside. He had discovered a power he never knew existed, the power of silence. In a world full of noise and distraction, true strength often lies in silence. When we stop speaking, we start listening, not just to others, but to ourselves. And in that stillness, we discover our deepest clarity and peace.